This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Wilson. And an alley to run.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On second down, a run with Breida. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run it with Carson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. Short throw to Disley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They'll run on first down. Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Being chased out left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 22, Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 49 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check. Watch 54. Got one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
A 39-yard gain on the play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On first down, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop it. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Wilson now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, a 22. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He can't hang.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it's Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looking to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards, first down Niners. Now Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point? And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 21, 21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but
how many?
And take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Now what I do?
I can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the...
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike, here we go, D.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We want it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. They run with Breida. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Wilson. It'll buy some time right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson sliding out of the... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. This is Carson. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Garoppolo now. That'll be complete to Breida. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
He's checking.
Now Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo again. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
bands, I'm talking a few $100,000.